You that lives abroad, you know how difficult it is to make money. You are lucky. The money comes. And because of your sentiment, I can never build a house in Nigeria. I can never buy a house in Nigeria because I'm not living there. And all you do is buying cars, spending your money on women, spending your money on drinks, spending your money on family members that will one day, when the money ceases to exist, those family members that you are giving that money are the ones that will still laugh at you, that will call you the most foolish human being that I've ever seen. This is this is January 2026. Man must work. Man must work. Man must work. And as you can see, show them around, bro. Show them around. Show them around. So that. Show them around. If you remember, I was here December period, and I also said that by the grace of God, this place will be ready end of February. And that reminds me, I want to say something, because somebody wrote on my comment section in my previous post about this place. He said to me, I don't know the reason why I will buy a house. Why will I buy a house when I'm not living in Nigeria? And I look at that comment. So many people were under that comment section. Some of them were, at least 60% of them were saying he's right. Why will he buy a house in Nigeria where he's not living in Nigeria? And others were telling him, no, even though when you are not in Nigeria, you can still buy a house, you can still build your house, because Nigeria is your home. So I want to talk about that comment, because so many people are reasoning in that way. Now, let me give you guys an instance. When I bought my house here in Lekki, somewhere here in this estate, I bought that house 2023. And when I bought it, we are still living abroad. We are still living abroad. And a lot of people have that mindset that if you are not living in Nigeria, you don't need a house. Instead, you do what? You buy a house in wherever you are living, which logically, a lot of people will buy that idea. But I myself did not buy that idea, because the reason why I did not buy that idea is because I knew that one day I might decide to come back. And if I decide to come back, the most important thing, to be honest, anybody that lives abroad, the only thing that will give you strength to say that I want to go back home is when you have a house. If you don't have a house and you are thinking about coming back home, you can also do that, but it's going to be a little bit difficult for you coming back from abroad without you having a house. If you listen to one of my guests that was living in UK before and returned back home, stayed here going to 15 years now, what he said was, if you want to come back to Nigeria, make sure you have a house. Now, when we wanted to relocate back to Nigeria, when my wife and my children brought it up, she told me that Chimaobi said they need to move because they are bored. They just want to move back to Nigeria. And you know, the reason why the children said they want to move back to Nigeria is because in summer holiday, they will have the opportunity to spend 2 months here. Now, they have the opportunity to spend that 2 months with their cousins, a grandma, and with their uncles and aunties. So that will also make the children to feel, you know, that they have somebody here. But when you don't bring your children here, it is going to be very, very difficult for them to even ask questions. But I was lucky that 2023, I already have a house here. So when the children came about in 2024, it was easy thing to do because we already own a house. So that's why I said, I concur with what my guest said. If you want to relocate back to Nigeria, make sure that you have a house. Because if you have a house, it saves you that every year, 5 million, 4 million naira rent, 6 million naira rent, 2 million naira rent, or 8 million, depending on where you are living. Now, the truth is, this guy was probably trying to make his case that there is no way he need a house in Nigeria because he's not living in Nigeria. And I understand him. Because I took my time and checked his profile. He's a young boy who moved to Europe about 4 or 5 years from what I see. About 4 or 5 years ago, he moved to UK. And for him, he doesn't care whatever that is going on in Nigeria because he's not even yet married. You know, when you are not married, you are single. The life, you haven't started life. You are still trying to understand what life is all about. So that's why when you say you don't need to buy a house in Nigeria because you don't live in Nigeria, I laughed. Because, you know, let me give you an example. I said once that I will never, ever move my family abroad. I said that I will never in my life move my family abroad. That is what never always bring. You say never, but 2018, that person that said never, I did it. I moved my family abroad. And that is where the blessing started. And 2025, I decided to move back. And I want to ask one question. Why will you feel bad that somebody is buying a house in Lagos, especially? Because I found out anytime I show a house in Lagos, people are angry. Anytime I buy a house in Lagos, people are angry. Anytime I'm building a house in Lagos, people are angry. I want to know why are people angry about me buying a house or me building my house in Lagos? This life is all about choice. You might want to build in Southeast. It's not a problem. You might want to build in Abuja. It's not a problem for me. You might want to build in Kaduna. There are so many people that are building house in Kano. There are so many people that are building house in Meduguri. Nobody cares. There are people that are building in Onitsha. Nobody cares. But the moment you say you are building house in Lagos, people will come after you. But anyways, the truth is, for you that said you don't need to buy a house in Lagos or you don't need to build a house in Nigeria because you are living abroad, think about it. Because I did that mistake. And I did that mistake by saying I will never move my family abroad. But when it came, I didn't even know. Because, brother, situation can catapult you. Situation can make you to change mind. That person that is saying, no, I can never move to Nigeria, this and that. Are you not also thinking about what if one day that country that you are living is not your country? They decided to deport you back to your country. And that time that you are saying, I will never buy a house in Nigeria, you have that money to buy that house, and you refuse to buy a house in Nigeria. You use that money to buy a car for yourself, wherever you are. Go to club, spend on women, do all sorts of things, because for you don't want to buy a house because in this country, you are not living there. And unfortunately for you, so many people have gone through this. And unfortunately for you, they deport you back to Nigeria. And the moment they deport you, your eyes will clear, because then you understand that there is something that is different between Ebe. Because you now understand it now, because you are making money. Money are coming in your hands, and you feel like because you live in United Kingdom or wherever you live, you say, no, I don't need to buy any house in Nigeria because I'm not living there. You are making the greatest mistake of your life. Because I can easily tell you this. I remember when I bought my FS35, there is money in my hand. I used about $20,000, 2013, 2014 to buy FS35. But fast forward, 4 years after, I couldn't use 250 euro to send my family vacation, 250 euro. But I used $20,000, 2012, 2013, 2014, I guess, to get myself what? To get myself FS35. So what I'm trying to say is that money that you have now, if you misuse it, if you eventually misuse it, you will come back to zero level. Now, let me tell you guys an example. The house that I bought 2023 here in Lekki, to be honest, that money, if I did not buy that house, that money by now, I might be looking for that money and I will not know where that money is. Because family problem will come, will take it all. Me, I will say, okay, guy, let me fly to London. I will fly to London. I will fly to Turkey. I will fly to Greece. Those money are moving. I will say, okay, my friend or my brother will come with their story. I will from there give that person some money. But today, when I look at that house that I bought 2023, I bought that house, how much? I bought that house 2023, 70 million naira. That house, somebody came with 250 million. I said, I'm not selling. Somebody came with 250 million. That house I bought 70 million, 2023. Somebody came to me and offered me 250 million. My wife said, let's sell and buy. I said, no, I'm not selling. Around November. See, this life, yeah, a lot of people say, yeah, it's overhyped. The price is too much. Yes. Say, no, how can I buy that house 250 million? Yes, because you don't want it. If you want this house, and if already I'm the one that bought this house and you want it, I will tell you the price that I want to sell it. If you like it, you buy. And you see people buying this house that you are seeing here. You see somebody coming here to buy it 700 million. I bought it 350 million. 1 week after, somebody said, I need this place. And because maybe his friend is living opposite, now he wants to live opposite his friend because the money is there. I said, okay, give me 750, and then he will give me 750 and move here. That's what happened. And normally, the house that I'm telling you guys that I bought, how much? 70 million. That house now, this estate, you cannot get that house less than 200 million. This is 2023, guys. What I'm trying to say is this. It's not about you making money. You that lives abroad, you know how difficult it is to make money. You are lucky. The money comes. And because of your sentiment, I can never build a house in Nigeria. I can never buy a house in Nigeria because I'm not living there. And all you do is buying cars, spending your money on women, spending your money on drinks, spending your money on family members that will one day, when the money ceases to exist, those family members that you are giving that money are the ones that will still laugh at you, that will call you most foolish human being that I've ever seen. What I'm trying to say is this. These houses are for sale. These houses are for sale. If you want one of these houses that you are seeing here, call this number, guys. Call this number. This is 2026, January 2026. No time to waste. The earlier you start, the better for you. So now I have to go because I don't need to talk too much. This year I don't want to talk too much. The only thing I have to do is to make sure that I advise, and I do it because of the people that live abroad. Because if you live abroad, I know what we are going through. All of us know what we are going through. You know, we know how difficult it is for us to make money there. And when you make that money, use your brain. Use your brain. If me, Ugo Eaglet, that spend $20,000 between 2012 and 2013, if I, Ugo Eaglet, can use that kind of money, $20,000 to buy a car, FS, then fast forward 4 years later, I cannot be able to bring 300 to 400,000 naira. Brother, it says a lot. The earlier you use your brain, the better for you. And I got a second chance. You might not be lucky to get a second chance. So all you need to do is use your brain. This house that you see here, that I'm advertising now, might be 350 million, yeah? And you have the money now. You say, no, I don't want to buy. That 350 million that you have, that you don't want to invest, you want to hold it. As I said, you might look left and right one day and you ask yourself, how did you spend the money? That village people has attacked you. No village people attack you. No village people. You are the one that attack yourself. Because from beginning, you have the mindset that no, I cannot use my money wisely. Because for you want to be spending. If they call you from village, you give them. If they are doing something in the church, you go there and give to 30 million. When you don't even have money. You just have this one opportunity. Then the money came. All you are doing is tap, pam, 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 pam. You forgot to understand that tomorrow is pregnant. As I said, this word is just for people that are living abroad. I'm doing this to make sure that I motivate who I will motivate, not everybody. Because I know that a lot of you guys will also come on the comment section and be attacking me. Keep attacking me. See, this car now that you see here, before I bought this car for my wife, I already finished building house in my village in Lewi. I have already bought a house here in Lekki before I bought this. This one for my wife, and now it's my wife's car, but sometimes you see me driving it. You see, yesterday my wife was saying a lot of things that I should stop driving her car, that I'm scratching her car. I said, no problem. And see, I have money to go and buy the one I will use. I have the money, but I say I will not buy until I finish that house that I'm building too. So after the house is finished, this is how wisdom works. Because that car, if I go and spend 100 and something million buy car, the moment I brought that car out from that garage where I bought it, I go back, I want them to buy it out. That car, what, will go down with almost 10 million naira. But this house, if I buy this house now and I move, the moment I buy it and somebody else come, he wants it, this house can give me 20, 30, 40 million naira under 2 days. This is why I'm representing the people abroad, though. I'm a content creator, I know, but I represent people that are living abroad because I'm the only content creator that at least you guys know that lives abroad and come back. And I'm trying to represent you guys here. Now, you guys will still attack me, continue attacking me. Continue attacking me. I will take note of you. Because one day you will cry and then I will bring you and say, do you remember this man that attacked Ugo-Iglet? I will not remember you guys. Anybody that lives abroad, the remembrance I will do is that this person make use of what I said, and today he is proudly owner of this, and today he is proudly owner of that. You know, this is what I want to hear from people living abroad. You know, because brother, somebody who called me yesterday from Paris, I will say that story later. That guy called me from Paris, not Paris, Lyon, France, Lyon. This man was sleeping outside this time in the winter. This man called me yesterday. I said, on the video call because I want to see if he's telling lies. He on video call. I saw everything. I saw everything. But I will say that story not now. I will say that story next time. But what I'm trying to say is use your wisdom if you live abroad. Money that you have today, don't misuse it because it might not come tomorrow. I misused my own 2012, 2013, 2014, 15, 16. But was lucky enough that he came back. He came back. You know, 2022. Not everybody will be lucky. Listen to this and it will help you.